Luka Doncic offers crucial elbow injury update ahead of Warriors clash. Luka Doncic for a positive update after sustaining a nasty blow to the elbow during the LA Lakers versus Houston Rockets skirmish on Monday. The guard hit the baseline hard while going for a bucket and was later seen grimacing with pain. He did, however, quash all concerns of missing significant game time. Speaking to the media in the aftermath of the win, Doncic had the reporters in stitches when addressing his injury that he would be ready for the upcoming clash against the Golden State Warriors. Doncic was seen sporting a heavy ice bandage on his left elbow during the press conference. He ended the game with 20 points, 6 rebounds, and 9 assists. On the game front, LeBron James and Austin Reeves had 16 and 12 points, respectively. The bigger contributions came from Gabe Vincent and Dorian Finney-Smith, as the duo came off the bench to prop up 20 points each. Luka Doncic weighs in on Dorian Finney-Smith. Reunion on the Lakers. Dorian Finney-Smith was one of the players who had a solid outing on Monday night, as the forward showcased his two-way impact for the Lakers with 20 points off the bench. Luka Doncic gave his teammate props for his impressive performance. Finney-Smith and Doncic were teammates on the Dallas Mavericks, where the former spent his first 7 seasons in the NBA. He was later traded to the Brooklyn Nets in 2023 and was acquired by LA in 2024. Now he is reunited with his Slovenian teammate, and the chemistry has been distinctly seen between the two.
Hey, Luka, first of all, it looked like you fell a couple times on that elbow. How's that feeling?
Terrible. Terrible. Yeah, but fine in 2 days.
Okay. JJ mentioned clearly, Houston was kind of selling out to prevent the lob to Jackson, certain things with you getting downhill, or LeBron and Austin. Did you feel like the patience to get the ball to Dorian, get the ball to Gabe, kind of to your shooters, is that just how you have to play in that situation?
Yeah, definitely. Just do what the defense give you. They got to give you something at some point. So once we saw they're doing that, we were just telling those guys to shoot.
And I know you have the confidence from Dorian, going back for years now. Okay, well, fair enough. Your banter aside, with that level, and then how do you feel also just with Gabe and your other teammates now, and how comfortable are you with the rest of the roster as well?
Great, very comfortable. As you saw today we fought really hard. It was a very physical game, and we got to play like this every game. If we play like this on the defensive end, on offense, we didn't do much outside Gabe and Dodo, but we share the ball. We're playing forward with pace, and we just got to play like that.
You like giving Dorian a hard time. You guys go back a ways as teammates, but what's it like trying to get him to shoot as many times as he did tonight? Do you have to encourage him some? And JJ was telling us that the looks he's getting are probably as good as the look you're going to get on the team. Do you have to kind of keep reminding him that please keep shooting?
No, I just told him today, if you don't want to shoot it, I'll shoot it. Honestly, you can ask him. I think he could have shot more. Even he was 3 or 4 times he was open, he didn't want to shoot it. So that's the only thing I told him. And he knows how I tell him.
Do you recognize, though, his maybe reluctance to do that, considering there is you and LeBron and Austin, like really talented offensive players, and he plays a team style of brand of basketball that you understand the why he maybe is not just looking to gun?
Yeah, but he talked in practice when he shoots with me, so I don't see why he don't want to do it in the game. But no, I mean, he's a great player. Those players you need on team. Never complain. Play 48 minutes, play 0. He's never gonna say a thing, and he's a fighter, man. Always love him. Always love how he plays, and just happy to be reunited with him.
Luka, JJ said with so few games remaining, you guys have started to talk a little bit more about seeding and the playoffs as a group, and that this point of the season is about ramping up for the playoffs and just that urgency. Have you felt that, especially these last couple of games against Memphis and Houston, from you guys?
Yeah, definitely. There was 4th in the West or 5th and 2nd in the West. Those are potential playoff matchups, and we knew what we need to do. So I think that's how we play hard, and that we just went out and wanted to get a win.
Hey, Luka, on that note, what do you think it can mean with the group having to go through different ups and downs with close games as of late? What it could mean to you guys for the playoffs with getting ready for that?
What do you mean ups and downs?
Well, just having some close games, Indiana, Chicago tonight.
Oh yeah, I mean, there's so many games. There's always going to be some close games, but one we closed and one we didn't. So sometimes they make a half-court shot. There's not a lot you can do. But those games that you lose like that build you up, and that helps the team, I think.
At this point in the season, how much do you pay attention to the standings and push for specific seeding? As you guys close the regular season.
A little bit. We talk as a group mostly. But we just gotta go game by game. That's what I always say. You can't look forward. You gotta go game by game. Every game is a different challenge, so just gotta go game by game.
Hey, Luka. We see you cracking jokes, and the chemistry is definitely there on the court. Over the last couple of weeks / month and a half, how has your guys' chemistry grown off the court, especially over all these last couple of road trips?
Well, we didn't do even dinner yet. We had so many games, so we didn't have time for that. But, off the court is great. Everybody, we joking in the locker room. Then when we need to lock in, we'll lock in. So
on the stretch, both sides of the ball, execution-wise, where did you guys take a step forward? Where did you get better tonight?
I thought defensively we was very locked in with our game plan and our what we wanted to do. It's a team that won, I think, 13 out of 14. They've been red hot, probably the hottest team in the NBA. And we understood that we had to key in on our keys defensively in order to win the game.
Obviously, no one knows this time of year better than you. JJ mentioned pregame about this team building a playoff mentality. In terms of that being successful heading into the postseason, what will that look like for this team?
Urgency, playing with urgency. We know that we got a lot of playoff experience in this locker room, but we all know that one play here, one play there can be the difference between winning the playoff series or not. So, playing with urgency, playing with physicality, and then holding each other accountable, that's most important.
Are you someone that looks at the standings? Have you done that in the past, and why or why not?
Because it's so close here. This year in particular, it's so close and people are jumping each other, falling behind, whatever the case may be. It's not like I don't do it every day, but, it's talked about pretty much all the time, and you kind of see where you're at. For us, obviously, our mission is to lock in a playoff spot and not have to play in the play-in, so we understand what's at stake.
What was the read off of their inbounds play where Şengün got the ball? I think Austin was on his back. What did you see in terms of...
I just read tendencies. I know tendencies a lot, what players like to do, and that was just a read, and AR, did a great job of not just giving them a straight line to the basket. I just tried to cover for my teammate.
I think the last time we asked about this, you said, you weren't trying to Warrior look too far ahead, but 6 games back from the groin injury. I guess progress-wise, where are you at in terms of physically and your rhythm and to where you want to be before?
I'm getting better every day. Every game I'm starting to feel a little bit better, after the injury. My wind is getting back a little bit better, besides coming off that last road trip and being under the weather once again. But I'm getting back.
On the fact that you all have gone through some close games, both with wins and losses lately, what do you think that can do to prepare the group for the playoffs?
Just stand even keel. Don't get too high, don't get too low, no matter what's going on throughout the course of the ball game. And win, lose, or draw, if you go out and you have your game plan intact, you try to execute that to 48 minutes, then give yourself a good chance to win every night.
And over the last 22 years, you've seen it all from fans, but there's one new trend going on, all those LeBron songs. I'm just curious if you've seen them.
Yeah, it's almost impossible, but my youngest son, Bryce, actually showed me one. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday. And we got a good laugh out of it, but it's quite a few out there, for sure.
Was it the choir?
No, it wasn't the Baylor choir. I seen that one. I saw that one. It was, I don't know which one in particular it was, but my son and they all on TikTok. I'm not on TikTok, so they showed me.
Ron, your podcast, Mind the Game, is coming back tomorrow. New co-host, obviously, Steve Nash. What made you decide it was important to bring it back, and why Steve?
Just about the essence of the game. I want to continue to push the narrative of why we all fall in love with the game and the intricate parts of the game, and what made us, believe and fall in love with all the great things that this game has brought to all of us. So, I had a great mind, a partner last year, partner again as my head coach. And now I got a great partnership across from now, and the great mind of Steve Nash. So it's going to be super exciting. It's going to be pretty much just picking back up where we kind of left off from last year. Just speak about the essence of the game, and while we kind of all fell in love with it from nostalgic era to we loved things that you love to do, what you love about the game, the intricate parts about the game, what makes it so competitive, what makes it so great, what makes every era great in their era to where we are now today. So, and also giving people the insight of, real basketball knowledge, so I think it'd be a breath of fresh air for everybody.
Thanks, LJ.
Appreciate it.
Good, then Luka with the one extra pass to Gabe, who was hot tonight, 6-13 from behind the arc.
New suit? Okay. 20 points and 9 assists for Luka. He's speaking with Mike in the media.